just starting to play and have no idea what style you want to play, the Stratocaster is probably the best option for you because of its versatility and the tone you're likely to hear in a lot of your favorite music. But then, which Strat should you buy? The Classic Vibe 50 Strat is definitely a looker, a classic look that is, and it offers a little more quality than the entry-level affinity range Squier produces. It is a little more expensive, but so worth it for the better build quality and pickups you get. I wouldn't buy the affinity guitars. My preference in a lower price range Strat goes to the Yamaha 112V or even the 112J. I particularly like the vintage tuners and the tinted slim neck, while the sound range of the Fender designed single coil pickups is really great. I would go so far as to say that the Classic Vibe range as a whole has much more expensive guitars, including Fender's own Mexican range, offering some formidable competition. My very first electric guitar was a Squier along with a small amp, and it lasted me a long time as a beginner. After that I switched to a Gibson Les Paul because I was increasingly interested in the blues rock regions at the time, but the Squier had always remained the faithful funk companion. It's an affordable Strat experience with an excellent price-quality ratio. It has these authentic looks, but you don't get many extras for this price. It's a really nice beginner Squier that will grow with you for a long time to come, and I would certainly invest a little more in this one than one from the affinity range, so that you have a guitar for life. Okay, so today I want to compare this Ibanez GRG 170DX to a Squier Stratocaster. Most of the models are about in the same price range. So you might be wondering which of these guitars is better for you, better suited for your playing style. Now the next thing you'll immediately notice if you're playing both of these guitars is that this neck is a little bit wider. It has jumbo frets, but also that the action is quite a bit lower. You can get a lower action on a Squier guitar as well, but you have to set it up yourself because out of the factory the action is a bit higher for blues style of music. But actually on the Ibanez, the action right out of the factory is quite low, and that's of course very suitable for fast metal licks. Now the next thing is if you're looking at a more bluesy style of playing, then the Squier is probably more suitable for that type of sound, and that's because there are different pickups in a Squier and a Stratocaster style guitar than there are in this Ibanez, and actually most Ibanez's, at least for the Geo series of guitars, because the pickups in here are humbuckers. which means they're a little bit better at noise cancelling. So that's good for stage and also very good for high gain sound. So if you are into cranking your amp way up or using high gain patches on your multi-effects, then the humbucker pickups are probably best for your playing style. And the single coils have a little less output. So you need more from your effects and more from your amp to get that overdrive sound. Um, the disadvantage of these is that it has less of a twangy tone, and that twangy tone is really suitable for most kinds of funk, but also for a twangy style of blues or rock. A Classic Vibe 50s Squier is a little more expensive than this Ibanez. It's a great guitar for beginners looking more in the blues and soft rock styles. And also I think for players who don't know exactly which direction they want to go in, because it's a lot more versatile.